Welcome, everybody, to the Issue Crew. It is the show where we all have issues, both with our lives and with each other. I am your host, Riley, joined with a wacky cast of characters as usual. Andrew.
I have a... Yeah.
What do you have, Andrew?
Yep.
Okay. And that's it. That's it for co-host. Just the classic duo tonight.
Fuck? What the shit?
Wait, I was saying that's it for co-host, but then we have a guest also too.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, and then that's Jetbat. He's here.
He's
Hey,
here.
folks, hey, thanks for having me. Great to be here. Thanks everybody. Thank you.
Just the immediate assumption that I'm fucking him.
That's how much I trust you, Riley. Shiesty motherfucker.
Welcome to the show, everyone. I'm sorry the last episode had a bad title. I couldn't make the title a joke about Andrew's issue because Jason put monkeys in the thumbnail. I couldn't do it. It was too much.
What was my issue last week? I don't remember.
Being white in a primarily black workplace.
I'm like, what was my issue? I don't remember.
I couldn't make it a joke about that with monkeys in the thumbnail. It didn't work. So we had to.
Jason put monkeys in the thumbnail. That's fine.
And then I had to improvise that shitty title, and then Jason took his name out of the title and then put "this title sucks" in the description without telling me that he did that.
He was not supportive of you, okay?
No, he's just here for the paycheck, I think.
He is just here for the paycheck. He gets paid to do whatever it is that he does.
He gets paid to edit podcasts. He gets paid to edit videos, like the clip that's going to be already long live by the time this episode comes out. We clipped out Demi Gloom's mental hospital food issue from a couple episodes ago. We made a fun little clip, and that's probably gonna have gone live by the time you hear this. It'll probably go live on Tuesday. Tuesday. It's Tuesday, isn't it?
I hate British quote unquote people.
Yeah, exactly. That's an issue I had to bring back. Funny you say that, Andrew, because I happened to check some statistics on the mega feed recently, and one of the episodes that's actually been getting some play lately is the largest issue episode where I brought in British quote-unquote people.
Oh my god. It's unanimous, guys. British people suck. If you're British, I'm sorry. We can't be friends.
I'm ready to toss some tea in the river right fucking now.
Yeah,
Boston Tea Party.
There's a reason you don't hear from Just Baz anymore. He had a little too much beans on toast energy for us to handle him.
I stopped talking to this girl because she had a British accent. I called that shit the Boston Massacre.
British accents are hot on chicks. British accents are hot on
fuck
chicks.
off, Riley. That's a meme. You've fallen for the meme.
I've been in the presence of a girl with a British accent and found it hot. It's not a meme that I'm calling for.
Yeah, Riley, how big were her cans?
Pretty big.
Exactly.
Yeah. So was it the Britishness or think it through, buddy?
I happen to be into a lot of girls with non-existent can situations, so it's not really relevant.
I thought the story couldn't get worse.
Man, Riley, I thought you were a man of culture.
Sometimes you have to appreciate. No, I'm not saying it on the show. That's an inside joke. Nobody's ever getting that one. That's between me and Pat. But just you have to understand. You don't always need the can situation. There are other factors.
Oh yeah, you're gonna say something gay like, oh, they can be like have a personality and be nice. Duh.
Well, first of all, yes, that. But
gay.
I mean, for me, it's like I'm attracted to most female body types with some certain exceptions. And
we know which ones those are. Yeah. What, some of a certain complexion.
Whoa.
I
was making fun of fat women, not black women.
didn't say black women. Whoa, Riley, slip of the tongue. Hey.
For me, it's literally all about the face. Like if a girl has a hot face, the body is kind of secondary to that. But if a girl has like the best body and like a bad face, I don't know if I can do it.
That is the gayest shit I've ever heard in my entire
I don't know
life.
what it is. It's about the face. I can't be attracted to a woman if she has a not good face.
Jesus. You know they make paper bags, Riley.
You know what? So crazy it just might work. But folks, let's talk about who won last week. If you'll recall, the issues last week, there were a lot of them. It was a big session. There was unnecessary freakouts, fear of the gay hypothetical, not owning games, people who say Final Fantasy XII is like Star Wars, people who overrate Tears of the Kingdom, and being white in a primarily black workplace. And the issues, we got 3 votes, and they were all for different issues, which means there's a 3-way tie for Jetbat to break. So Jetbat,
boy.
tell us, what was the largest issue? Was it fear of the gay hypothetical? Was it people who say Final Fantasy XII is like Star Wars? Or was it people who overrate Tears of the Kingdom?
Oh, it's a tough choice, folks. It's a tough choice, folks. Maybe I can make it a 4-way tie and go with the racial problem. Wouldn't that be exciting?
If only you could. If only we had somebody else to break the 4-way tie.
Man, this is bullshit. Free me.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the problem most dear to my heart, which is people who overrate Tears of the Kingdom. The shitty game. It's just Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts with a gay elf. Terrible game.
Why is Link gay?
I mean, look at him.
What do you mean look at? I mean, yeah, but like, that doesn't mean he's just gay.
I mean, he's just like running around in his underoos, shaking his behind around. I mean,
it's not his fault he doesn't have his clothes. Zelda took him off of him.
Letting a woman take your clothes off sounds pretty gay.
Fellas, is it gay to be straight?
No. You take her clothes off, and then you take your own clothes off. She doesn't touch your fucking clothes. That's not how this works.
Wait, you get to take Zelda's clothes off in the game? I might have to change my vote.
I might have to change. And man,
after that tasteful ass shot from Breath of the Wild, who knows what's in store?
Oh my god, I remember why I don't show up to this show anymore. I need to go back to working right now. I'm
call up your job and be like, please take me back.
Take me back. I can't work. I can't. Put me on for Mondays only. Please.
Only Mondays. I'll work Monday open till close.
I'll work from 8 a.m. Monday to 11 p.m. Monday. I'll come in at 6 o'clock and do the porter's job if I have to.
Look at you go. Well, folks, Random Candor is the winner of the previous episode with his Legend of Zelda issue. What a guy. And now it's time to have some issues of our own. And I got one for you, folks.
What is your issue, Riley?
Wait, so hold on. I just thought about it, and we usually want the guests to go last, but since you're doing 2, we should probably do you, me, you, Jetbat. Now that I think about it logistically.
Logistically, yeah.
Andrew, tell me what your first issue is of the day.
All right. My first issue. I've been thinking a lot about sports. And there are a lot of boring sports, right? Riley, you may say that there's more than all of the sports are boring.
I was about to say all of them are. Yes.
All right. So, in the words of Taylor Swift's boyfriend, lesser known as Travis Kelce, my issue is sobriety in sports.
You've already done this.
I have no. I'm telling you, I did PEDs. This is a whole different thing. Trust me.
Okay, sobriety in sports. Tell me about it.
All right. So, how do we make NASCAR fun?
Alcohol.
Yes. Correct. Bingo. You deserve a gold medal, Riley. I'm proud of you. But how much alcohol do these race car drivers need to drink for them to make NASCAR fun again?
3 beers. It's always 3 beers.
Just barely above the drinking limit? But for the Indy 500, you need to be absolutely shit-faced wasted.
Okay, that's
I
fair.
need to see bodies. I need to see blue screens. I need to see everything on that racetrack. Okay. I've been watching a lot of Cars recently, mainly because it keeps showing up on my
You did
TikTok
tell me
for
you
you
watched
page.
the entirety of Cars and Cars 3 broken up into several TikToks.
I have watched Cars 1 7 times.
That's the most Zoomer shit I've ever heard.
In fact, me and Riley had a conversation. He messaged me Sunday morning. He's like, "You want to do a movie review podcast?" And I told him no. And I told him the last movie I watched was Cars because I've watched it 7 times on TikTok.
Then let's review Cars. I'll fucking watch Cars the moment we hang up.
I don't like Cars that much is the issue. I know I watch it a lot on TikTok, but that's just because it happens to pop up. And it's the same thing with Young Sheldon. I will never watch an episode of Young Sheldon in my life.
TikTok works if you don't like something, you're supposed to not watch it, because if you keep watching it, then it keeps popping up, because that's how the algorithm works.
If that was true, then why do I keep getting fucking... What do I get that I think is really weird that it calls? I used to get vocal training lessons on my For You page.
You know how long it took me? You know how long it fucking took me of skipping every clip the moment I saw hide nor hair of the characters or set pieces from this program? But it took so much fucking pruning to stop literally every TikTok I scrolled through for being a fucking Full House clip. There was a time where my fucking TikTok feed was like, it was like 10% pet videos, 90% Full House clips. Just so much fucking Full House.
Shit, I'd go for some Full House right now on my TikTok. That's a great idea. I'm not gonna lie. You want to know how you make bank on TikTok? You take a show, whatever fucking sitcom in the 90s, fucking someone do it for fucking, what's that one sitcom that I used to love? I only ever watched it like once.
Clips? I need Alf TikTok clips in my life.
Probably not. You can make them.
I should become the Alf TikTok guy.
What have I seen? Do you know what the oiblings are?
You mean the oblongs?
Yeah, that one. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
I seen one TikTok of them. They've dominated my For You page of recent. Like, it's not even funny anymore.
I think I realized the strategy here. The strategy on TikTok is just to steal TV shows and re-upload them, and that's how you get a profitable TikTok.
Win.
Yeah,
that is the way to win. You just steal content. That was literally Andrew Tate's. That's his whole thing. Steal my content, upload it online, make money. That is Hustlers University right there.
And don't even take it. Assaults too. Also,
human trafficking.
That also. Investing in crypto, probably. Whatever the fuck he did, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking care. I don't like Andrew Tate. The only person
is he in America? Where is Andrew Tate?
He might be free.
What is freedom if not the ability to tweet?
That's fair.
I don't even think he runs his Twitter account. Is Andrew Tate free? Latest court verdicts allow Tristan and Andrew Tate greater freedom of movement. While Tristan and Andrew Tate were released from their house arrest in August, their movements in Romania have been restricted to and in around. Their movements in Romania had been restricted to in and around Bucharest by the DIICOT, with authorities prosecuting them for human trafficking charges. He's still, like, pretty rich, so I think it's okay.
Yeah, he's still doing crime, so he'll keep being funny.
I don't know about keep being funny, but he's definitely something. His Twitter page recently it's been a shit show, if I remember. I'm curious. I haven't seen Mr. Cobra Tate's thing.
I feel like I'm following him, but I haven't seen him pop up.
I have him blocked. No wonder I haven't seen him in forever. I wonder why I would have him blocked.
You don't block the funny evil people. You want to see them because you want to see them being evil.
He started posting the fucking hentai shit, and that's kind of when I stopped like keeping an eye on him, because I was just like, what the fuck?
We would listen. This is an Andrew Tate standing podcast. We've all played hit Top G game on Apple platforms, and
Within the last
Andrew Tate.
within the last 24 hours, we have a picture of Andrew Tate standing next to an anime girl. I wonder where he gets these from. I wonder if he probably doesn't watch anime. He just looks up an anime waifu and just slaps it right next to a photo of him.
He's probably seen like reruns of Dragon Ball Z. Then he wasn't even paying attention, and he's like, "Look at me, I'm an anime man. Look at me go."
Let's
That's
see.
a good issue. Fake fans.
Yes.
I mean,
are any
all right.
fans real though?
Who knows what's going on? I don't know. I think he's an interesting person. I don't see anything about him liking anime on his Reddit account, or not his Reddit account, his Reddit page.
Everybody tag Andrew Tate on Twitter and ask him what his favorite anime is.
Fucking Sailor Moon.
At Cobra Tate, what's your favorite anime? Everybody send it out right now. Everybody, if you're listening to this and you have Twitter and you don't do this, you're gay. So just remember that. Unless you are gay, in which case you'll be straight if you don't do this.
That's devastating.
you gotta go to Twitter and say at Cobra Tate, what is your favorite anime? And if you're bisexual, it just deletes your ability to have sex if you don't do it.
All right, what if you're an asexual bisexual?
Then they force you to have sex with somebody who's neither male nor female.
Okay, so you're gonna rape them with a fucking they them bitch.
That's right. Who knows what they've got going on down there? Could be anything.
Riley, I find those comments deeply disparaging to members of the LGBTQIA plus community, and I
I
just
love
don't
my
think that's acceptable.
LGBTQIA brothers and sisters.
Half
an
Do you
ally.
really love them?
Podcast
Do
up
you
with
really
them.
love them, Riley, when you neglect to add the plus to LGBTQIA plus?
Why are there so many letters?
Got
No, I've been defeated.
And see, if you think about it, the first three letters are the same exact thing. Because if you're lesbian, that just means that you like women, so you're gay. And the G, you're gay. You like men. We already know that. And if you're the B, we
Wait,
already know you like women. So if you like men too, you're just gay.
Riley, are you
Bisexual
gonna
men do not
tolerate
exist.
this homophobia and transphobia on your podcast?
well, I mean, all women are bisexual, so it's not really irrelevant.
Yeah, that's
All
true.
women are not bisexual.
Yeah, you're right. Some of them are lesbians.
I know a handful of straight women. Believe it or not,
They don't
It's not.
exist.
they do exist. You just don't talk to the right women.
It depends on how you define straight, because like most straight men you talk to, you ask them, would you have gay sex with a man? To be like, no, what? No. You ask a straight woman, they're like, probably. I don't know.
What was that woman impression, Riley?
Doing my best here.
Great.
You're not doing a good job. I've met femboys that have better female impressions.
Well, of course, that's their job.
Yeah, that's kind of part of their whole deal.
Yeah.
Some of them, I guess.
Riley's only a part-time femboy.
Yeah.
No, you want
He's not full-time
real.
yet.
You want part-time femboy? That's me. I'm straight up that alley. I only do this part-time. I don't do it full-time anymore. It was full-time for like 3 months, and then I decided that I was going to stop being gay.
Fair. Andrew,
That's honestly like a really good play. That's like a great play because I think about that guy that Melina left Destiny for, who's kind of like a twink, like fairy boy. Like some girls are into the twink fairy boy archetype for some reason, and some of those girls are smoking hot.
A lot of them are.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
don't
bizarre.
really get me wrong. That's the only reason that I pull bitches. We've been talking about the women that I've had encounters with for the last fucking 6 years of my life, give or take. I pull hella hoes, hella bitches.
Some of which go to the mental hospital, as we discussed at length in the past.
Yeah. That was one time, though. I think it's excusable. You go one time, it's okay.
Yeah, you got it. Everybody gets one.
It's basically a get out of jail free card. Now, if you go more than once, then it's like, okay, something ain't adding up. I gotta get away.
No, honestly, I think I was being very cringe and closed-minded when I said you shouldn't date mental hospital girls, because now I've embraced the fact that women being unhinged and crazy gets me off. So I'd probably date a chick from mental hospital.
Riley, tell me more about your self-destructive tendencies.
Riley goes to psych wards just so he can find women to date.
I'm window shopping at the psych ward.
I mean, hey, you do what you do, I guess.
You have Demi Gloom like slipping you numbers and like getting you Twitter handles for you to DM.
The inside.
Yeah, she's on the inside.
I mean, I don't know if Demi Gloom's gonna do anything right now. I guess that's the thing she could be doing.
She could be on this podcast if she wanted to be.
Demi Gloom should be less self-centered in focusing on her own mental health journey and focused more on getting Riley laid.
Yeah,
It's really selfish of her.
I don't think any amount of work you do could get Riley laid. That's like working a 9 to 5 and then working a like 5 to 1
it's
and
like
then sleeping for the rest.
It's like working a 9 to 5, fucking pushing a boulder up a hill. What's that guy?
Sisyphus.
The Sisyphus. Yeah, that's him.
All right, but back to the issues at hand: sobriety in sports. We already been over NASCAR and how it would be much more entertaining if you just put a little bit of alcohol in it, and by a little I mean a lot. Although now that I think about it, Instagram does show me a lot of people getting into violent car crashes.
Don't worry about that. That's fine.
Yeah, you're right. But what about the other sports like baseball? How do we make baseball fun again?
Steroids.
Yeah, you're right. This is just gonna turn into PEDs part 2. Fucking if any sport is gonna be allowed to be off the juice, it needs to be baseball. Baseball is the only sport.
We're allowed to bring in issues from the old show. It's clean slate. You can do PED bans again if you really wanted to.
I don't think I can make another banger of an issue with PEDs as I did with fucking the first time. The first go around was a magical time. I was cooking straight out of the fucking can. Right now, I'm getting back into the groove of it. This is the start of my set of issues. I'm gonna go banger after banger, back to back to back to back to back to back to back again. Just like it's no one's buddy. This is just the start.
I'm pretty sure I have the most wins right now of New Era.
That's fucking despicable.
Yeah, that's because you programmed the website or some shit. Like it's bullshit. Like you're fucking like.
That's how you know everything's went to shit. When Riley starts winning, that's how you know the episode was shit.
I see what you're doing there, Jetbat. I see who you're invoking, but the website we use is Straw Poll. So
yeah, like you made that shit. Yeah, you made it. You made Straw Poll.
You're right. I did make
your
Straw
shit.
Poll.
Yeah, you think I'm some sort of idiot?
Spell idiot. I'm just trying to see something.
IDOT. Yeah, see? Yeah, you can't pull this fucking, you can't pull these mind games on me. I'm ahead of the curve here. Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, I am audio
for your bullshit.
Oh, Andrew didn't realize until it took him a minute.
I don't know how to spell. I'm audio dyslexic.
You're just like, yeah, checks out.
yeah. Checks out. I'm pretty sure I was right about my point.
Andrew, tell me about sobriety in sports. Tell me why it's such a big deal.
All right. So we've already decided that NASCAR would be a much more entertaining sport if you were drunk as shit racing at 200 miles an hour.
Sure.
Now, how do we make swimming entertaining?
You see, we can keep going back and forth with this bit. I see what you're doing. I feel like there are better ways to make most of these sports entertaining than alcohol. You said NASCAR, and I jumped right to alcohol because the drunk driving joke was obvious. But I feel like in most of these scenarios, there's better.
All right. Now hear me out. I was not going to say alcohol for making swimming entertaining.
Okay,
See,
cocaine.
swimming and tennis, they have the same solution. Stop letting men do it. If you are a man, do not compete in tennis, and especially for what I'm proposing for swimming, do not compete in swimming. I no longer want to see men swim. Because for swimming, I want it to be only women, and it has to be nude.
Okay, well that's base. That has nothing to do with sobriety.
I was gonna say this was a shitty issue, but he's winning me over.
My whole goal, we're gonna make sports fun again. So that should have been my fucking issue. We could just make sports fun. Why the fuck didn't I just do that? I was thinking sobriety because I just wanted you to be fucking shit-faced fucking that. Damn.
Okay, well, I'm going to push back on the sobriety in sports because, as we're all aware of the deleterious effects of alcohol on one's body, we need all of our athletes. We need all of our athletes to be in tip-top physical condition, maximum power output. So, so that way we can continue to get these excellent, just wonderful, captivating headlines of these athletes beating their wives and spouses half to death. Because if they're losing all of their muscle mass from excess alcohol consumption, they won't be able to beat the crap out of their spouses for our entertainment.
All right, don't worry, I got this. We take MMA and we put every fighter on LSD and cocaine, and we just let them fight. I want to see MMA fighters going at it, and they're off 7 different drugs. I need him to be one guy off shrooms and the other guy high as a bitch. I need to see these two duke it out. One of them is going to be swinging at nothing. The other guy is going to be too terrified to swing at anything.
Give them bath salts, start eating each other's faces and shit.
Oh my god, you give them bath salts, it's over. The referee's just going to walk around with bath salts, just putting it in their nose. Fucking bath salts are a hell of a drug.
Yeah, I'm sure you have a lot of experience in the area.
Yeah, totally. Very.
Famous bath salts user, Andrew is away.
Yep, I go to the gym all the time. What other sports are there? Are there any other sports that are not fun? I really don't know any other besides.
Let's see, what have we named so far? I know what we've named so far. Let's see, what are the other ones that aren't fun? There's football, basketball, fucking what are other sports?
God.
What are any other sport? Volleyball.
Nobody else calls
right, volleyball has the same solution as swimming and the same issue solved as tennis. Correct. Stop letting men do them and make them naked. Problem solved.
Is there a video on the internet? Now I'm thinking about naked women playing tennis, and I really want to see this now.
All right, everybody, take a 15-minute.
I need to see naked
break.
Tennis.
I sure hope my girlfriend never sees this. Never hears this.
Whoa,
she's going
you
to be
a girlfriend?
No. Okay, so she's my girlfriend, but she's not really my girlfriend. But like, she's basically dating. You know how it goes.
Never give her the title. Never, ever give her the title.
Never acquiesce.
Don't fall for her trap. She'll try to trap you. Don't fall for it.
Don't worry, the game doesn't play me. I play the game.
Oh man.
In the wise words of thrash metal vocalist Lemmy, whatever his last name is, it's all about the game and how you play it. And I'm playing that. I'm not playing that bitch right now. God forbid she finds this. I'm not blowing my chances, okay? There are a lot of things I'd blow. This is not one of them.
Oh. Yeah, Jetbat will never acquiesce anything to his female housemate.
Yeah, we've been living together for 3 years. I just still call her Suppo.
Hey, bitch.
Hey, bitch.
Anything else about sobriety in sports, Andrew?
I'm trying to think. What other sport? I don't think I got anything else. I think the only sports that are boring are the ones that I've already named, and I've already solved their problems.
We should add drugs and alcohol and nudity to sports. You're right. That probably would make them better across the board.
a terrible issue. God,
It's a fucking great
terrible
issue. Why are you being a hater?
It's because it's just a bad issue. I mean,
It's a
you could have
great
done
issue.
you could have done sports more fun. We're not going to get athletes beating their spouses, like I so astutely observed. It's just a bad issue.
We don't need more Chris Benoit's, Ray Rice's. Who's someone else who beats their wife? Dr. Disrespect, I think, beat his wife, but he plays video games, so he's not really a sports star.
I was going to give the example of Tiger
I love
Woods,
you got like
but
3
he's
sports
sober.
stars in until it was Dr. Disrespect.
I can't think of people who beat their wives. I'm sorry. I'm not on a weird part of the internet. I'm not going crazy over someone beating their wife.
You mean you don't follow the r/beaten wives live updates subreddit like me and Jetbat do?
Oh God! Now I'm just imagining a beautiful subreddit where like men are discussing strategies for best physically disciplining their wives.
All right. You really want to know how to beat a woman? You first you get married to her, and you make sure that ring is on whatever hand you are primarily good at slapping people with. You walk up to that bitch and you just backhand the fuck out of her.
It's like one of those fucking like clickbaity titles that's like, here's what most domestic abusers have been doing wrong this whole time. It's like an advice video about how to do it properly.
It's like you find the beating your spouse how to FAQ, and it's like step 1, move to India.
Shit, yes. Step 1, move to India. Step 2, drink nothing but Monster Energy.
That's right. Get all juiced up and ready to go.
Really make you want to beat the shit out of your wife.
That's right. That's what they're made for.
It to you.
Why do you think the boomers are drinking all the white Monster Energy? It's so they can beat their wives more efficiently.
Shit, wait a minute. I drink a lot of Monster.
Reinforce their bones. Oh,
shit. I think I made a bad... I'm making a bad point.
Well, Andrew...
All right. I'm the only good person that drinks Monster.
100% agreed. So, folks, let me tell you about an issue. This is one, folks, that I'm gonna stammer and talk through terribly, but it's good. So just imagine that I'm not incoherent, and that's what you should vote imagining me not being incoherent and saying what I'm saying, except for better. Okay, I just want to establish that for everybody out there. My issue is something that I would like to call obligatory correctness.
What the fuck is your issues? Always have these long, smart-sounding words. Why can't they be something basic?
Oh, okay, fucking caveman Andrew over here, like, oh, fucking wanting to be right all the time. Like, oh, fuck you. I'll do my smart little titles if I want, you bitch. You fucking bitch.
Can't even spell idiot right. God.
Fuck
Folks,
you.
So here's what I mean by obligatory correctness.
All right.
Yeah, have you ever had a heated debate about something that has been completely fucking retarded? Have you ever had this experience before?
Yeah.
It's all those dumb little conversations where any question that exists in which there is any room for possible interpretation as to what the answer is, there will be heated debate upon heated debate about those things. Like, fucking, is a hot dog a sandwich? Is it pronounced GIF or GIF?
A hot dog is a taco.
Any number of all of those dumb fucking questions. Is water wet? You know, your classics, your timeless classics. Is glass a liquid? That's not real. That's a conversation I had with a very crazy looking man at work who tried to convince me that glass was a liquid somehow.
Hey, maybe he was cooking.
maybe he was cooking. But so many questions, and it's really annoying to deal with when you're not ready for it. But at the same time, I do it all the time because it's like an inescapable piece of human nature to like have this strong opinion about this dumb shit and just want to yell at people when they don't have that same opinion. Even though I shouldn't care, I don't care. In fact, but it's just there's something in my mind that somebody says. Some fucking asshole steps out and says, it's bro, it's literally a GIF. It's not graphics interface. Am I right, guys? And I had to be like, the guy who made it said it's GIF. If you make a thing, you get to
You're one
name
of
the
those
thing.
people, Riley. Fuck off.
If you make the thing, you get to name the thing.
He's
Not
wrong.
anymore.
He's wrong. Fuck that guy. Lick more boots, Riley. Jesus.
What a bar.
The guy who made it said so. Idiot.
That's not Mickey Mouse, that's Mikey Mouse. Just because they say that it's Mickey Mouse. Come on.
Hey, the guy was named Travis, or not Travis. His name was something Kels, and his kids decided to make it Kelsey. So, if you originally had the name, do you really get to choose how it's said? No, it's the public opinion. Because is it really Kelsey? No, it's Kels. But everyone says Kelsey.
Anyway, enough about Kels and Kelsey. So it's such an annoying phenomenon because because I'm a hypocrite for hating when other people do it because I do it too, and it's like a pit. It is an inescapable pit of just useless arguments. We all got the entire fucking department got in trouble at work one day because me and my friends sparked up a debate about whether a hot dog was a sandwich, and it spread across the entire fucking call floor like wildfire, and everybody became so riled up about hot dogs and whether or not they were sandwiches that our supervisors had to shut us down and tell us to shut the fuck up for the rest of the shift.
Man, I wish I did that on my last shift. I should have did that.
See, exactly, Riley. This is why this is a dog shit problem. People are just having fun, man. Just pass the time, shoot the breeze with these silly inane conversations, and you're one to complain. You're one to sit here and grandstand about like, oh, we gotta get back to work. We gotta make the bosses more money instead of having fun conversations. I'm Riley. I'm so sad.
I'm not sure you're right, but the thing about it is just people get too passionate about it. Like that's the obligatory correctness part of it. Like you feel this innate desire to be correct and you just become so emotionally invested in like what is nothing. Like people will have fucking violent conversations about some of this shit. And it's just like it's not that serious, bro. Like fucking GIF, sandwich, taco, who cares?
Me.
It's all fun and games. You're just anti-fun, Riley.
You're right. I actually hate fun. I'm actually my real name was Squidward Tentacles all along.
The truth comes out.
Me. I'm that guy from Imagination Movers. Any Imagination Movers fans in the crowd? Andrew, did you watch that when you were 4?
Absolutely the fuck not. I was watching intelligent shit.
Shout out to the Imagination Movers. There was a guy in Imagination Movers, and he was an angry, mean old man, and he was so mean and old and boring. The plot of this is one thing I'll always remember. I think I watched this like in the middle of the night at age 5, and I will always recall the plot of this episode where the Imagination Movers want to throw the boring old mean man a birthday party. So they try to figure out what he would like by thinking of the opposite of what's fun. So instead of cake, they just get him like a loaf of bread.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
The low key they cooked.
And then I think at the end he loved it. So
Hell yeah.
He was touched by their efforts.
E for effort.
But yeah, it's just the carnal desire to be correct about these things and how it manifests is just it gets old. It gets old It's an inescapable facet of human conversation that just another thing happens, and I'm just like, I don't want to talk about whether a hot dog is a sandwich again. Okay, I get it. I know. Okay,
Yeah,
the
you get it.
sandwich
It's a
taco.
taco.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. It's a fucking taco. Who cares? Who gives a shit? That's the point. Nobody fucking cares. That's the issue. Is that nobody fucking cares about whether a hot dog's a sandwich or whether it's a GIF or a GIF or whether water is wet. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a single shit. But it's
I
just built
do.
into our fucking psyches to fight tooth and nail to defend our position on something that does not matter even a little bit, and it's inescapable, and I hate it.
Riley, words have meaning. I will not allow you liberal postmodernists to pervert our language. It's the last bastion our people have in the face of you degenerates. Words have meaning, Riley.
And your point being what, that it's GIF? Is that the point of that statement?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't really have a point. I just gotta somehow justify that it's a shitty issue.
I see this bit that you're doing, Jetbat, where we could be bringing in the best issues on the planet, and you'd be like, "That's a really shitty issue, man."
What? Me being intellectually disingenuous? I'm offended you would suggest as such.
Look,
Yeah,
man.
Jetbat is too refined for that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm completely intellectually consistent, and for you to suggest otherwise, I find offensive, frankly.
Man.
True and real.
I'm based in fact filled.
Yes. But folks, I think that's about all I have for you for obligatory correctness. Vote it up. What do you mean that's it? You haven't been here since the beginning. You don't know how long I was going before you got in.
Oh, wait, no, I thought you were like trying to end the episode.
No. I was ending
Okay.
my issue. Hi, Demi.
Is that the first one?
Oh,
No, that
who's
was the
this
second
interloper? Who's this interloper in our wonderful show?
Seems somebody's escaped the psych ward and now they're in our studio.
I'm on the road seeking refuge at the issue crew headquarters.
Well, the authorities are on their way, but while they're getting here, you want to do an issue?
I could do an issue.
Give us one, Debbie. Hit us with
All
it.
right, let me pull up my list. I'm really going to show my IQ with this one.
Okay.
My issue is acid reflux.
Okay.
Fuck, how am I going to argue against this?
Basically, acid reflux. Sometimes when I lay down, particularly on my side, there's this bubbly, gross pain that just travels up my throat, and it's the exact same feeling of needing to vomit. And if I don't sit up and drink water or take Tums or do a bunch of things, in fact, it's happening right now. Oh my god, let me sit up.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That I will puke. And nobody likes to puke. So sometimes I'm really, really tired and I can't lay down because the puke just starts going up my throat. And I can't lay down. So I just have to be up all night because of acid reflux. I don't know what acid reflux actually is. I assume it's some sort of refluction of the acid inside of your body.
Yeah.
It happens. It has a lot to do with diet. It has a lot to do with. I think it's just diet for me.
Yeah. Sure.
I had to drink a Boost tonight, which is what the fuck is it? It's a nutritional drink. It was this gross nutrient drink, but it was kind of I don't know how to describe it. Very thick, very it was a thick, fruity, kind of citrusy drink, and that shit makes my stomach bubble, and it gives me acid reflux, and I can't lay down, and instead I have to sit up and just wait for it to go away, I guess. I don't know. It fucking sucks. Other people talk about acid reflux, please. I have a funny observation or a funny fact.
Sure.
Up until I was 17, I thought it was called acid reflex.
So did I. So did I until age 21. Right now
Wait,
is
like
what I
just
mean.
now?
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
it's
god.
reflux. It's not acid reflex. I
the
mean, I
name of
guess
our
it
new
is a bit of
band.
a reflex. Sorry, go on, Jetbat.
It's the name of our new band, Acid Reflex. That's a sick
Let's
ass band
go.
name.
But Jetbat, why is acid reflux good actually?
It was like, well, I could take the easy road and argue like, well, okay, we've had what 3 out of 4 people on the show say they have not experienced this, therefore it is not an issue. I could look up a stat and tell you why it's not an issue just because the numbers are so small. But that would
Whoa,
be
you got a
lame and
stats for me?
stupid. I do not have stats for you. But I am in fact going to argue that acid reflux is actually cool and great. And here's why.
Because it only affects trans people on the issue crew, apparently.
That is very transphobic of you, Demi Gloom. I would never say something so transphobic as that.
Jetbat is an ally, okay?
I am an ally. Yes, I love the gays.
Said I don't believe you.
Not even the gays love the gays, okay?
The gays.
You know,
Fucking
there's
Rudy Giuliani over here.
in that
You-
moment, I was like, what would Grandpa say to that?
I wonder if Andrew ever asks himself what his grandfather would say. Does he have like sensei flashbacks to his like KKK grandfather?
My boy.
My boy.
Always remember.
He seen me kiss a man and he looked up at me and he was like, dude, what the fuck? This is not how you were supposed to be.
Always remember my favorite word. He looked up his final words were, I wanna end my life saying my favorite word. And then he died, and then he didn't finish it before he died.
His last words, he was on a plane, he was wearing his favorite hat, and
Was it a red one?
it was actually one that you could find at your local Burger King. And
Oh, was it a burger? It was a Burger King crown.
it may or may not have been a Burger King crown. And while he was on the airplane, someone recorded him against his consent. And after that, he killed himself.
Because
He
got
didn't say a
recorded
word
without his
after that.
consent, or
Yeah. He just decided to kill himself and blame the bitch.
that'll show him.
Apparently he. You guys aren't gonna believe this, but that guy, that Burger
Yeah.
King plane guy, apparently he got kicked off the plane, right?
Sure.
So they sent him to some like random ass airport, and he was banned from like it was like American Airlines or some shit. And then he got on another plane, and apparently it wasn't recorded, but he started saying racial slurs again on the other plane. He got kicked off of that one, and apparently he got like stuck in Jamaica. And you're not gonna believe where he was headed. He went to Jamaica to meet his like fake girlfriend who was scamming the shit out of him for money. And he got really mad, and he was trying to fly back home to America after spending like all his money on the plane ticket. And that was like, I guess, seeing a minority was the straw that broke the camel's back. Go watch the Wavy Web Serve video about it. It's amazing.
Oh my god, there's so much lore there. I love that. That's a great story.
Yeah, it's a good campfire tale.
Wait, is this like some like lore that I don't know, or did you make that all up just now?
No, that's all real.
Where did you get that from what Andrew said?
Oh, we're talking. You know the Burger King N-word guy, right?
No.
What do you
Oh
mean?
my
No.
I don't know about the Burger King Edward guy.
There's a video of a guy screaming the N-word on a plane wearing a Burger King crown.
Oh wait, I think you have shown me this before.
I haven't showed you that.
Or I think maybe you were in the call and somebody else showed it to me.
Oh damn! If you type in Burger King in the YouTube search bar, the first autofill is Burger King plane guy. That's great publicity.
Wonderful.
Riley, do you remember when I was on Omegle and there were like a bunch of old guys with like Burger King crowns screaming racial slurs, like referencing that video?
I don't quite remember that.
There were like 90-year-old men wearing Burger King crowns. It was crazy.
That's pretty funny.
It's not funny. It's horrible.
Mm,
I
Yeah.
think it's pretty funny.
I think you may have a messed up sense of humor.
The N-word's hilarious.
No,
We all know
that
it.
part isn't funny. Like the funny thing is just how like shameless and insane that person is.
I mean, it's a little funny.
I don't think it's funny personally.
So acid reflux is pretty great, right?
Yeah, honestly, a little bit of acid reflux with the boys never hurt anybody.
Are you guys familiar with the hit video game Mortal Kombat?
Yes,
Seen it a time or two.
In said video game, there is an amazing character known as a reptile. Now you see,
I love Reptile.
Reptile's special power is, you guessed it, folks, acid reflux, with which he
Oh,
uses
Yeah, forward A on the Super
to
Nintendo.
murder his enemies.
Without acid reflux, how would we have Reptile, famous Mortal Kombat character? Honestly, Demi, you've been defeated.
Wait, I'm trying to remember what the combo is for it. 'Cause I'm a
It's
nerd.
okay. Demi Gloom thought it was Quick Fix Month. It's
No, I
okay.
didn't.
Got her.
Acid reflux is a huge issue. Okay.
Yeah,
really bad.
I mean, you can't just roll over me like some Ben Shapiro asshole. I'm actually smart, okay? You can't just own me with your debate tactics.
Acid
and
reflux
caring
is
for your
something that
fellow
exhibits
human.
acid reflux hood.
Yeah, acid reflux is something that exhibits acid reflux hood. It's
Sammy, I just
acid
want
that
you to
exhibits
know.
reflection.
Last week I showed Patrick your debate with Ben Shapiro in his car, and we have not stopped making blank is something that exhibits womanhood, blank hood jokes at each other.
Do you guys actually think that was a bad definition?
I don't know what he thinks about it. I just think it's silly. I don't think it's a bad definition, but it's silly how it sounds, and I liked Ben Shapiro's bit he did about it.
It wasn't a good argument though that he made. It was stupid.
I mean, I have the best definition of women. I mean, it's really I think you overcomplicated it, Demi Gloom. I mean,
What is it going to be
you
like?
need to do-
Someone who's annoying and belongs in the kitchen.
I mean, that's pretty good. That's not bad. I'm gonna have to integrate that. I mean, it's simple. It's somebody who is like really bad 3D spatial awareness and is bad at math. Like that's a woman to me.
Are women like bad at math? Is this like an actual thing, or is this just something people made up?
All right, hold on. Let me get to my FBI crime statistics. Hold on.
Okay, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Thanks for coming, Demi Gloom.
Everybody vote for acid reflux. Let's go.
Terrible issue.
Bad issue, of course.
I Google women math scores and I just get a bunch of like propaganda from the American Economic Association. Propaganda. It's a
Fucking
rag outfit.
propaganda. Stupid.
Nature Journal, more like Stupid Journal.
That's right. That's fucking right. You tell him.
Idiot.
But Jetbat, the final onus lands on you, my friend. You've got an issue for us tonight. I mean, apparently all of our issues sucked and were bad. So I'm very excited to hear what your issue might be.
This was brilliantly planned of you, Riley, to have all of the lousy issues up front and have the best issue for last. So that way people stick around. I'm glad that we prearranged this. Very clever of you, Riley.
Of course.
My issue, it affects all of us. It's very near and dear to my heart. It's being preemptively accused of rape.
Preemptively accused of rape?
I have a story.
Go on.
So many ages ago, when I was a free man, before I've succumbed to my life of servitude, I was on Tinder, like many a young man. And I was going through Tinder, and I come across a beautiful young lady, and of course, I swipe right on her, and we match. And I was like, oh, amazing. This is a beautiful young lady. I'm going to take her on a wonderful date. And I look through her profile, and I see this little thing at the bottom of the profile, and it says, protected by noon light. Now, gentlemen, do you know what noon light is?
Nope.
No.
So Noonlight is an app where it's almost like a panic button app. So like if you're in like a sketchy situation or you feel unsafe, you can push the Noonlight button. I don't know, it calls the cops or something like that, right?
Sure. I'm
So
following.
essentially, with Tinder putting that on, or that lady choosing to put that on her Tinder bio, she's preemptively accusing all men that look at her profile of rape before she even meets them.
Wow. That's this kind of world we live in now, huh?
Exactly. I think it's vile and misandrist for people to do things like this. I mean, you look at college campuses and they have all these posters that say, "Please don't rape." What the hell? Rape never even crossed my mind. Now you're putting this evil into my mind of rape and pre-accusing me of
Yeah,
rape. I don't
exactly.
appreciate this
I
one
always
bit.
tell people, you tell me not to do something, and it's like I wasn't gonna do that, but now that you've told me not to do that, I feel like I want to do that now.
They give all these seminars in colleges like, "Hey, don't do these things or you're doing a rape." So then my mind's like, "Wait a minute. So if I do the opposite of all those things, am I doing a rape?"
You're doing a reverse
Even
rape.
if I'm just thinking about them, am I
You're
doing
doing
a
it.
rape?
You're doing it a par.
They're gaslighting our entire generation of men into thinking they're rapists when rape hadn't even crossed their mind.
Yeah, that I do wonder how many people have like how many rapists have learned what rape was like from like a class telling you not to rape.
Yeah. Okay. So
like
I'm actually not going to be disingenuous here for a second. Um, that's the thing that was always a head scratcher to me, where it's like they give these classes in colleges or like these seminars, like here's how to not do a rape, and it's like you think there's like a rapist sitting that in that class watching these seminars and be like, "Oh,
oh.
for raping all these women, and I could have just done the opposite. Wow, jeez, why did I
Oh, I
think of
could have.
that?"
Why didn't I not rape? Oh, okay, okay.
It's so ridiculous, man. It's an awful narrative that they're promulgating.
Promulgating?
Proliferating. I believe they're synonyms.
Okay, never heard of that word before.
Google it. I'm smart.
Yeah, Jetbat's too smart for us.
Very smart. Smartest human.
Aren't you like a rocket scientist or some shit?
Sure. Yeah, that's what I put on my resume. They still haven't caught on.
I remember something about NASA once when we talked to you, and it's like, yeah, Jetbat's a rocket scientist. That's canon now.
Yeah, remember that rocket that they sent up to the moon and it ran out of fuel?
That's you. You did that.
I can't talk about it. I signed an NDA.
What happened to the fuel that is Jetbat? It's like the cartoon where you have like the stomach that's shaped like the thing you ate secretly that you don't want them to know you ate. You have the gas can shaped stomach, and you're like, I don't know what happened to the gas. What do you mean?
Yeah, wouldn't that be crazy? Well, anyways, if anybody in the audience is in the market for 100 tons of hydrazine, just DM me.
Yeah. We'll talk.
Yeah, yeah. Download. Yeah, that's my problem. I don't appreciate being preemptively accused of doing a rape when I've done no such rapes.
Imagine you just walk into like a date, and she's like, you're gonna rape me, and you're like, no, wait, what the fuck? And she was like, that's a test, and you passed. You did it.
Would that help our modern dating woes? Like the first words when you come to your date, the lady asks you, "Are you going to do a rape?" And all you have to say is no.
And then she's like, good. The interaction number 1 cleared.
Yeah, that's a quick fix. If we're doing quick fixes, the "Are you going to do a rape?" question, that's a great quick fix.
That is a pretty good quick fix. I thought of a good quick fix today. I'm gonna talk about it real quick because we only just hit an hour, so I want to make sure silence cutting doesn't fuck us over. The quick bonus fix. It's not fix quick. It's quick fix. Two different things. Quick fix. So you get Chinese, right? You're ordering Chinese food, and you call them up, and you talk to them. And I'm not gonna do the voice because that'll get me in trouble. But you know what voice that you're getting, and you.
What voice are you talking about, Riley? Riley? Like when you ask if you wanted a wonton? Is that the voice you mean, Riley?
Yeah, it's that one. Uh,
Oh, okay, thanks.
so you order Chinese food and you're trying to order it, and it's just like the guy's talking to you, and you're like, "What? What'd you ask me? What?" It's just so hard. Every Chinese place or just every restaurant that is there are probably Mexican places that are like this too. Any restaurant where the staff is primarily composed of people whose first language was not English, there needs to be every foreign restaurant needs a designated white guy. That is the quick fix. The designated white guy. Just he takes the phone calls and he takes your listen, I understand. It's a family business. You got a certain profile as to the people you're employing in this establishment, but just one designated white guy, just one regular ass, the most generic guy you can find. The job description of this is just to be the most normal human being in history, just like no defining vocal features, just like the most average man. The when you think white guy, it's like the image you imagine in your head, just based on the words white guy. That's the guy you need. Every foreign restaurant needs a designated white guy to answer the phones.
Whoa, Riley. Did you just do a hate speech?
Maybe.
I think you just, what do you mean by, oh, we got to find a normal person? He's got to be a white guy. Do you think whiteness is normal, Riley? Huh? Speak for yourself.
That was phrased poorly. You're correct. You're correct to razz me here, Jetbat. I just mean like the most average ass person you could possibly imagine. Just like nothing defining about them. Just like nothing of just like a white guy, and that's it. There's nothing about him. Nothing unique about this white guy.
that means when you go to like a McDonald's in China, you go there, it's a bunch of Chinese people working the place, and it'd be a bunch of white guys in the back, and then one Chinese guy up front that does the silly voice, so that way the people feel at home.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, that's a good quick fix.
Sorry, I just came back from getting a handful of chips and a bit of cheese. What are we talking about, McDonald's?
We're talking about my quick fix of the designated white guy.
Why do we need a designated white guy?
Well, oh, you missed the whole thing, huh?
The biggest issue: inattentive co-hosts. Vote that.
That's right.
I had to make the cheese from scratch. My bad.
What?
I'm making
You milked the cow?
All right, so first I got the cow. I milk the cow.
Sure.
Spoil the milk.
Yeah.
I churn it into butter on accident. So then I get another cow.
Second
I spoil the milk again.
Sure.
And this time I make it into cheese.
Okay.
And then I put it in a little cup, and then I put it in the microwave, and it melts, and now I have my chips and cheese.
So proud of you, Andrew.
Thank you.
Jetbat.
Riley.
Where can the listeners of this fine program locate you on the interwebs?
Go to www.yourmomshouse.com.
All right.
Got us again. Niggled.
And also just Jetbat on Twitter, Jetbat Unleashed. You'll find me. That's it. It's on my only link.
There you go.
This site can't be reached. I'm devastated.
Andrew, what about you?
So, that's the funny
Mhm.
thing. You can't
Sure.
find me. I don't
I don't
exist.
think that's true.
I'm not real. I'm actually a part of your schizophrenic imagination, Riley.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That
Oh,
explains a lot.
that's actually really good Riley cinematic universe lore. Riley, you haven't been doing podcasts this whole time. We're all just figments of your imagination.
Yeah,
And
I'm in a mental
yeah.
asylum right now. A lot of flexibility if I'm twiddling my feet in the air.
Oh, even better, Riley, you're a part of a traveling circus, and they put you up on stage and like, behold, we have the podcast man. He's constantly doing podcasts 24/7 to an audience of just himself. Marvel at him.
I'm just like doing different voices and talking to myself.
Yeah, exactly. You're doing my voice right now. Quite well, I'd say.
Hey everybody, it's me, Jetbat.
Ooh,
That's
nailed
my
it.
Jetbat impression.
Whoa, we have 2 Jetbats.
Riley, you sounded like you just gained 20 IQ points. How did you do that?
You fucker. Everybody go to linktr.ee/Riley Cinematic Universe. That's RIELY Cinematic Universe. It's linked in the description. It's linked on Twitter in the pinned tweet at Riley Tweets. So there's cool things there, and you should check them out. There's Detour Ahead podcasts, where me and my friend Alex, we bring in a topic and we talk about it. And sometimes we don't just talk about it. Sometimes we do a detour, and that's why the show's called that. And there's other stuff too. And you should listen to it all, baby, and watch it all, and read it all, and anything else you can do to it. Andrew, what is that?
It's
What
the
are you
mute
doing?
button. I keep pressing it. I'm having
Stop.
fun with the mute button.
Is your mute button a fucking pogo stick?
It's a button on my microphone. See? Like I'm just mashing the button right now. I don't know if you can hear me or not. If you can, then it's probably very choppy.
It is very choppy. You're proving your point, Andrew.
10 out of 10 listening experience.
All right.
Very good, very good.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Next time I feel like leaving Issue Crew early, I'm just going to mash my mute button on and off until I convince you that my Wi-Fi is being shitty. That way you let me leave early.
But now I know to look for that, and now you just created. Now it's gonna be a Boy Who Cried Wolf scenario where you're actually gonna have lag, and I'm not gonna believe you, and I'm just gonna be really pissed at you because I'm like, I know what you've done, Andrew. I know what you did to me.
If Andrew leaves early, can I get his cut of the pay?
Yes,
Yeah.
Awesome. Sick.
Jetpat, you're gonna get both of our paychecks from this episode.
Hell yeah. That's what you guys get for doing shitty issues.
Honestly, you're gonna get probably 20 times what I normally get. I'm in a pretty shitty contract.
Hell yeah. That's what I get for being a smart boy. Just a bunch of smartness right here. Great speller.
God, and I thought I was pretentious.
That $0 check's coming right in the mail. But
Hell
folks,
yeah.
thank you for listening to another fine installment of the Issue Crew. Join us next week as we issue once more.
My issue's gonna be a banger next week. Trust.
Is it?
Yeah.
It better be. Or else this hyping up will be for nothing. It'll be for
It's
naught.
gonna hit like audible heroin.
I'm sorry, audible heroin?
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean what am I talking about? It's gonna be like audible heroin.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're trying to convey now.
Yeah.
Talking about needles, putting a needle in your ear. I think that's what he means.
Yeah, that's right. Inject that shit right. Inject that Issue Crew right into your fucking veins, bro. Just fucking put it
Do
in
it
there.
like how I do coffee.
You inject coffee into your veins?
No. I don't like coffee at all, actually. That was a shitty comparison.
Okay. Good night, everybody. Oh shit! I forgot the thing. My issue was obligatory correctness, and Demi's was acid reflux.
My issue was sobriety in sports.
My issue was being preemptively accused of rape.
And we'll see you next week.
Next week, yippee.
Later on.